It's very special to be able to play today on Martin Luther King Day, just to honor his legacy and what he's done for us as Americans, as African Americans, to be able to, play this amazing game that we love so much is a privilege. And without him, who knows? Maybe we won't even be able to be here today.
Just being able to have the right to, go out there and play the game that we love. We get a chance to go out there and display our talents. Just because people before us fought for it. We get to be in the same room as blacks and whites can be in the same room. I think that's big for our country, and it's just big for us as a whole, man. Just being able to do what we want to do, go where we want to go, and have freedom.
Heroes that I sort of grew up following, whether they were Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Thurgood Marshall or Harriet Tubman, or even if they were not so famous heroes like my parents and the people in my family who kind of sacrificed so I could be here, I think the real underlying attribute that I have garnered from their experiences has been self-esteem. I mean, when I think about the things that these folks have sacrificed in order for me to be in the position that I'm in today, and that's just not as a Knick employee or a basketball coach or a former investment banker. It's just the ability to walk through the world with my head held high and feeling very confident that when you do the right things, good things happen.
Such a revelation about my life and many of the players in this league, black people in general, all people throughout the world, the equality that he fought for, what he believed in. I have so many profound memories, Bill. The way I dress, the village I was raised by, education being your way out, never look down on a man unless you're helping him up. And my grandfather, who thought he was a jokester, said, yeah, never kick a man when he's down, he might get up. So all the memories that most of the people in my family, from my uncle to my father, my grandfather, taught me a lot of the teachings about Dr. Martin Luther King, and my respect for people, the way I played the game, the way I still live my life is very evident, and every day I think of something from people in the village who are no longer around, but I follow the words of advice and wisdom that they've given me throughout the years.
Now, Clyde, it's interesting. You were raised in Atlanta, and Martin Luther King was born in Atlanta. What was it like to be raised in the place where he was born?
And I attended his father's church as well. In high school, we always went to a church, the football team. So Ebenezer Baptist Church, we went to his church. First time I ever saw white people in a black church. So profound memories from that. I could walk to Auburn Avenue, was a big place where most of our kids used to go to hang out, but they had a lot of big churches there. And Dr. King, of course, church was one of those churches that had an influence on the community.
Clyde, how would you assess some of the progress that's been made in all these years?
Phenomenal. When I think about Cleveland, when I came here, I was traded here my last 2 years. How I had to overcome being traded from New York, which was a downer, trying to get my career back and thinking about what I was going to do after basketball. So all of those things were so evident. But the teachings that I had from my parents, my grandparents, my coaches, all the people that represented that village that brought me up, helped it be somewhat of an easier transition, Bill. So that's my philosophy today. I always try to help people that want to help themselves and give back, because as we always say, today I'm standing on the shoulders of a lot of people that made me a successful person.
That being said, Clyde, what is your hope for the current generation and for generations to come?
Peace and happiness, Bill, getting along. Like we said, never looking down on a person unless you can help them. So this is the way, and I think we have that. We've seen that in basketball. We see that in sport. When I played in the league, maybe it was 60-40 white. Now it's 80% perhaps black. So, but still the fans are supporting it, football, basketball, baseball. So I think it's happening. I think Dr. King would be disappointed in maybe the lack of emphasis on education if he was still here today. But otherwise, I think what has happened in society, he would be very pleased with.